everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how it is exhausting being me and how my impulsivity has not only just cost me money, it's cost me time and other aggravation that if I would have taken the time to process and think things through, I would have been better off in the end. I'm going to get right into this discussion. Many of you guys probably know me, and by the way, I always like to start off all my videos like this. Today, the topic I'm talking about, I'm not diagnosing myself with anything or anyone else. As you guys know, I'm not a medical professional. That being said, I am extra energetic. And a lot of times, my mind races a lot and there's a lot of thoughts that go through it. Well, so my brain is processing all these thoughts, but words come out of my mouth before they completely go through my brain. In other words, a lot of times I end up putting my foot in my mouth, and it's because I'm very energetic and I get excitable, and then I end up doing silly things. So you're probably wondering, well, how does this affect you? Well, I'm going to first talk about how it's affected me money-wise. You know, because I have always been a people pleaser, which I am working on and I'm getting better, because of that, I've made some poor financial decisions. And one of them is, number one, I used to buy direct sales all the time because I wanted to help people out. And, you know, people would offer me their little business card. And so I'd say, oh, sure. And then I would just kind of feel like I might be obligated and I wanted to help them. And I would just directly say yes right away before really thinking things through. So they kind of created urgency, and then I went and I just bought things anyway before taking time to think about it. That's the one thing, is when people are trying to sell you things, a lot of times they're creating urgency, and it feels like you don't have time to actually think and process it to see if it's a good fit for you. And number two, and then I already said this too, just buying from anyone, a salesperson. You know, and I guess people just tend to know that I'm, you know, a friendly person. You might see people at the outside of a store, for example, maybe selling cookies or popcorn. Or you see somebody in the store and they might be selling a product and they're doing a demonstration on it. And for some reason, those folks always gravitate towards me, and I always kind of felt obligated, and I felt, you know, I was impulsive and just thought, oh, I'm going to help them out, and I would buy it before really taking time to think. Basically, also number three, my impulsive behavior when I've done different sales and things that I actually see at the store, clearance items, and I don't even think things through and slow down and process it. I just tend to jump on all of these things. Before saying, you know what, that might be okay, I need to think about it, you know, and just simply saying that. As a matter of fact, and I remember this one time, this has been years ago, my husband wasn't feeling well. He was laying down. I got a phone call from Toyota, and they said, hey, we got a great deal going on a car. And right then, we already had a Toyota. It was paid for, but the deal sounded great. And I thought, oh my gosh, we got to go get this car today. Well, my husband, I remember him saying, I don't feel well. I'm not going to make a good decision when I'm not feeling well. And since I'm feeling this, I'm not going to make that decision right now. And so guess what? We didn't end up purchasing the car. And so I tend to want to just act on things right away, and I don't really take time to think. Also, with my impulsive behavior, there has been times where I don't have a filter, and I've said inappropriate things that have made me feel uncomfortable later, or maybe people haven't liked. I may have asked personal questions, things like that, because I don't take time to think. Also with impulsivity, and I don't know if any of you suffer with this, my sweet friend says I interject. I call it interrupt, because I sometimes don't tend to be very patient when listening to others, which is something I'm working on. I know it's a character flaw in me, and I own that. That being said, I need to be more patient. So if I'm around someone that is making a short story long, or someone that just talks a little slower, I sometimes want to hurry them along and I interject, and then I misunderstand what they're saying, and then sometimes they get frustrated with me, which I can see why, because I've had people even say to me recently, Dawn, will you allow me to finish, please, what I was going to say? Because I get so excited that I finish their sentence for them. So as you can tell, being extra energetic can be really good, because the good thing about it is I can get a lot done around the house and I get a lot accomplished, okay, in a short period of time, which is fabulous. The downside is I can tend to make fast financial decisions. I can interrupt and interject thoughts. I can sometimes say things that may not be appropriate in social settings. The good news is I'm getting better, but it is still something that I need to work on. And what I need to do a lot of times is really sit back and slow down and really ask myself a lot of questions before I am responsive to a situation. I don't know if any of you have a personality anything like mine, where you feel you've got lots of energy all bundled up and you get excited and you just want to respond and react to everything. But then a lot of times then when you do, it maybe wasn't the right thing to do at that time. I have found that in my social settings and my financial settings, and it is something I'm working on, and I just thought I would share that with you guys. So let me know if any of you struggle with this. I always love to hear from you. Before signing off, don't hang up yet. I want to tell you that tomorrow's video is going to be how listening to others has cost me a lot of money. And I'll talk to you guys about that tomorrow. That's all for now. I love you. I appreciate you. And like I always say, see you on the next video. Bye-bye.